Day 14. And today I don't necessarily have too much to say. It's the day after Super Bowl. I'm a little bit tired. What a great game. Holy smokes. I've been generally just happy. So, the one thing I was thinking about today in Deepak Chopra's Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, which is a book actually that's so cool. You can, if it has, I don't know what's going on with my hair. I had a nap today. um, anyway, there's a law for every day. And it's really cool. You can actually pick that book up and read the law every morning and its principles and practices. And I guarantee you that you will actually have a more joyful way of living and just some different perspective, the spiritual perspective. Anyway, it's the law of giving and receiving. So this class that I'm taking at church, they ask us to tithe 10% of our gross income. And, I've been really struggling with this idea of the fear of money a little bit and the flow. It's taken me years to understand that money is a flow and it's a tool that we use and we need it, but it's there's nothing to be feared about it. So giving of your money is going to get return, or get the flow going to be able to have more in return. And sometimes when I get stuck in that anxiety about money, if I happen to have a tight budget for the day or the week, I oftentimes make excuses to not give away money in tithing, which is really interesting because I'll give my kids allowances, but I won't necessarily give it away to charities or back to the church or whatever. And I think it brings me back to a lot of times when I was younger, I was raised where you had to tithe, and there were questions made to you of your, I'm going to be very sensitive here, but of your worth, or your status in the faith if you weren't a full tithe payer. And to me, tithing's always been a very personal thing. That actually most of my spiritual beliefs are very personal. It's between me and God, right? And so it's interesting for me to look at my relationship with tithing. And in this class, we've been asked definitely in class to give 10% of our gross income every week. And I've just done it because I'm giving my full effort to this class. And yet I understand that money is a tool, and I've always had enough. Have I been, wealthy, and have I at some point had to just eat what's ever in my cabinet for a few days? Absolutely. But it's really fascinating for me to really try and sit with this understanding of, I understand law of giving and receiving. You give love, you get more love. You give service, you get service done unto you as long as you receive it. But it's the money thing, right? We all get a little bit anxious about money. And we know that in relationships, the biggest thing that breaks people up are sex and money. And so I find it interesting that we're all a little bit fearful. We all want to hold on to it and control it a little bit. When if we realized it is a flow, that it kind of goes away and comes back. And that brings me to the idea of people standing on the side of the road begging for money. I was this weekend with someone, and we were speaking about it, and he has an interesting perspective because he's got a family member who unfortunately has been homeless for a while, and doesn't necessarily want to give money to those people in case they go buy drugs or alcohol. So I brought up the fact that sometimes I actually carry a bag of, or I have a box of granola bars, like from Costco, and I'll give out granola bars instead of money. But maybe money is just money. I mean, if these people are drug addicts and that's their journey, who am I to judge? I don't know. Anyway, it's just a thought. If I gave them $1 and they did with it what they wanted to, it's not my right to judge. It's still that giving. As long as I giving it from the heart and can detach from the result of what they're going to use it for, it's still that flow of money. Now, if I can't detach from giving them money and what they're going to use it for, if they're going to use it for drugs or alcohol, then maybe I should give granola bars, because then that comes straight from the heart. I can give the granola bar, and all right, here you go, you can eat. And that is the divine flow that will come back to me, instead of the ego getting in and saying, but wait a second, what are they going to do with that dollar? Anyway, just something to think about. Pick up the book, Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, and hope you guys are having a great day. I'm chilling out in my PJs, just relaxing tonight. I was going to go furniture shopping, but maybe I'll do it online. Okay, you guys. Have a great day.